Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. I've just done 2 lather reviews. I've just started uploading them and I'm just getting a bit of a cold sweat, so I've just had a quick shower, quick sort of cool shower. It's waking me up a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm still feeling a bit shit. I've got a headache coming on. I'm just going to knock this shave on the head now while I feel relatively okay before I start feeling shit and I can't do it later on, and I don't want to end up in the mess I was yesterday with my neck. As you can see, my neck's cleared up quite a bit. Stopped taking the tablets. I think they were giving me the reaction and I'm not getting that itch or that burn anymore. So let's get stuck in. So I'm using the beautiful Turn and Shave 30mm whipped dog boar. Now, I'm not as well versed in terms of putting stuff on my channel, in terms of writing where things come from. If you guys want to know where this is from, you can either search for whipped dog 30mm boar, 30mm boar, or shoot me a message and I'll put it on there. I'm terrible at trying to update stuff, especially when I'm not feeling too well, but as you can see, the knot itself is quite a twisty. It's not a dense knot, which is really nice. It works perfectly. And I'm going to be using Captain Fawcett's shave soap today, which I absolutely love. It's a tallow based triple milled soap. It's rock hard and it will last me a very long time. But I say that, I've used this soap quite a lot since I've got it. I love the scent on it. It's got a lovely sort of, it's a soapy scent with a little bit of sort of herby thing going on. It's really nice. So as you can see, I'm just gathering up a load into the brush now. Just going to dip the tips. I don't bloom this soap, even though it's triple milled, because it just lathers up so easy. I've never had an issue with it. I thought I would have, because it's very similar in look to, say, Mitchell's wool fat, so I thought I might have been in for a bit of a challenge with it, but it's not even close. So I'm just going to really heavily load the brush. There we go. So I'm happy with that. I've scooped all the soap out of the tub, wet the face. And my neck is still a little bit tender from yesterday, but we'll see how we go. So the handle was turned from Milton over at Turn and Shave. Milton at Turn and Shave has come a hell of a long way with his handles, because this is just sensational. It's almost flawless. It's flawless. I can't find anything that I don't like about it. There we go, let's paint that load on. I'm just getting out of breath a hell of a lot at the moment. The thing I love about this Captain Fawcett, I can feel it already, is the slickness. Just dipping the tips. And as you can see, in no time, you've got a phenomenal lather. Now this lather is never airy, it's always dense, it's always slick. I can always feel it's going to be slick. It's got that sort of feeling about it. You guys that's shaved for a long time will know what I mean. And that's that. Okay, the razor for today. Surprise, surprise. It's the Karve. And here we go, second use on the Gillette Ruby. I'm surprised, it's as smooth as you like. Now this has got a 0.85 blade gap. Now just to put that into comparison of razors I've used before, my timeless open comb was a 0.95 blade gap. So it's only 0.1 smaller blade gap than that, but it's 100 times smoother. So I can only imagine if you were to jump up to the D plate on this razor, you're going to get surprised by how smooth it is. Now I am not here to tell you that it's better than a timeless razor, because that's down to your personal preference. But for me personally, this is the best razor I've ever used. I've used a lot of razors over the last 2 years, 24 months pretty much. But 2 years this June that I've been wet shaving, and nothing comes close to this razor for me. Oh, this is slick soap. It just outperforms every razor I've used before in all departments. Just dip the tips in. Phenomenal brush, phenomenal lather. If you've not noticed, phenomenal appears to be my word of the week. It's a word I use quite a lot, but generally only when something really blows me away. I'll normally use superb. If it's phenomenal, it's better than superb. This razor brush are phenomenal. That little bit there is almost BBS, and it was 3 strokes. I don't get that from any other razor, even above the tie, which is really efficient. I know I'm taking more strokes, but it's literally into the wood there after those 3. Now someone, in fact it was Dan, the owner over at Australian Private Reserve. I don't know whether he was having a bit of a go or not, but basically saying that I quite clearly like mild razors, and that's why I can go against the grain and this and that. Not at all. This isn't a mild razor. This is a very efficient razor. It feels super mild. Never have I been able to just do that against the grain, just whack it on against the grain, stuff it. Never. Whether it been cartridge years before, or any double-edged razor I've used up until today, or up until I received my Karve, I've never been able to go against the grain. Here's how simple it is. Can't use my left hand. So to everyone out there that thinks I think a little bit of bullshit with this razor, I can assure you there's none. If you go back and watch all 600 videos that I've placed on YouTube, this is the only razor I can go against the grain with. It is as simple as that. Now, an update for you guys out there that don't like brass, like myself. This razor will be released in stainless side titanium eventually. I'm not sure what its timeline is, but as you can imagine, I don't have a massive following on YouTube, but I've got nearly 2,000 subscribers, so even if 10% of you guys out there purchase this razor, that's a lot of razors to make for a single artisan out there. And obviously I've been pushing it a little bit on Instagram and Facebook and other places. That, it feels fucking amazing. I can't, do you know something, I feel like shit. You can probably see my eyes, they're a little bit dark. I'm not feeling that great, I'm a little bit pale as well. I feel great after I have a shave like that. That's like BBS pretty much everywhere, apart from maybe down here in the ear. And I've went a little bit easier around about these spots where I had that rash and that reaction, but fuck me, I cannot highlight how good this razor is. I know I've been there and done it before. This is about the 7th shave on it, and I haven't had a bad shave yet. In fact, you know something, I haven't had any razor burn or anything. I haven't nicked myself. I've had a couple of little weepers like that one, but I'm actually nicking these little spots at the moment. But there's nothing. It's phenomenal. And I know I sound like a broken record, but if you struggle with going against the grain because it hurts and you get a little bit of, I can't really explain what the feeling is like, but it's painful when I go against the grain with any other razor. I felt it a little bit yesterday with doing like 5 or 6 strokes with the above the tie. I still managed to do it because it is quite a smooth razor, but I could feel it. Look at that knot. Didn't that look brilliant? I could definitely feel it. Now with the Karve razor, I'm not feeling any feedback from the razor when I'm going against the grain. I'm not getting any sort of prickly, painful sensation that I get from pretty much every other razor I've used, to the point where I don't go against the grain with any other razor. I mean, as you can see, I've went against the grain all up my cheeks, under my chin, right under here. I've got a couple of little weepers here and there, but that's it. Now it's 0.85 blade gap. So even to the letter of the law, it's not a mild razor in terms of blade gap. I don't care who you are and what you tell me. If you want mild, head on over to the timeless brass, which is 0.34 blade gap, I think. So this is nearly 2.5 times the blade gap of the timeless brass. So that says a lot for me. Let's see, I've got one weeper there, and that's pretty much it. I'm enjoying the goatee at the moment still, which is nice. I didn't think I would. And I'm just going to grab my post-shave products because I haven't actually got any out yet. I'm just going to use some nice simple products for my post-shave today, which will be, let's have a look, what soap did I use? I've used that one, so I'm going to go cucumber and melon, Humphreys. Haven't used a wood chaser in ages. And the Humphreys always gives me a beautiful burn. There it is. It's just a very light burn. It's not a reaction burn, but it's just a nice burn. And I might as well finish off while I'm here. I'm going to be finishing off with what I can only describe as an excellent product. Proraso Azure Lime, I think it could be Azure Lime beard oil. Now this has got a lovely scent to it. I've got it down to a T pretty much now. I use 5 drops, which is way more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Way more than you need for such a small goatee. But I find using this product, I bypass the itchy stage. It gives your beard a lovely shine. It allows you to a certain extent, control it as well, just a little bit. I have noticed now I'm starting to get the flick out hairs that flick out here for the moustache, which I don't think I've had a goatee go that long before, if I'm honest, so excuse me, this is a hell of an achievement for me. So today was Captain Fawcett's shaving soap, which is a tallow based triple milled soap. You can see on there. I do like the way they package everything. Captain Fawcett's Limited. Purveyors of first class gentlemen's grooming requisites. And then it gives you tips on how to actually lather the soap and get the best from it. The brush, 30mm whipped dog boar. You can see I'm shaking like mad here. 30mm whipped dog boar, which is absolutely outstanding. Favourite brush in the den, comfortably my favourite brush. I love the handle, I love the colours, I love the knot. It's brilliant, it's absolutely brilliant, it's phenomenal. And coming from me, who started off with badgers, moved into boar, moved into synthetic massively. I've got shit tons of synthetic brushes. Moved back into badger and then ended up back with a boar brush and found that boar is my favourite. It's quite a big bold statement to say. And being able to pair it up with what I consider the best razor on the market at the moment that I've used. It's not the best on the market because I haven't used every razor, but it's the best that I have used comfortably. Is the Karve Christopher Bradley razor. It's a 3-piece razor. The threading is absolutely flawless. It really is. The hole on the post is absolutely central, spot on. Oh, the machining is absolutely perfect. I cannot find a flaw or a fault on this razor. The blade gap, once again, is absolutely spot on. It just shaves better than anything I've used. Easily better. And I can't promote the razor enough, and I don't get paid for this by Karve. I have been in touch with Chris over there with regards to whether he's making stainless and titanium, which he will be doing, but he's just so inundated with brass razor at the moment that he's struggling to keep up with demand. So for you guys out there that want to get, in my opinion, one of the best razors on the planet, grab one. Well, you can, because this will end up being like Charcoal Goods, Wolfman, Wolf Whiskers, all these sort of, they're not big, but all these major quality artisans. That products are so good, they're very hard to get hold of these days. So get in the door now while you can if you want to get one. And look, if you don't like it, sell it on. These will make, you'll keep your money on these razors, I've got no doubt in my mind. They are exceptionally built, phenomenal little razors. Adjustable, almost infinitely adjustable in terms of what you can get. They start off at AA, which is a very, very minimal blade gap, right up to 1.23mm blade gap with AF plate, which is huge. That's like, you're up there with the Futur and stuff like that. That's how big that blade gap is. So get stuck in if you like aggression, get stuck in if you like it mild. You can pick any blade you want, any blade gap you want. But what I can pretty much assure you and guarantee you from my personal point of view is you're going to get a smooth shave from it. And that's be all and end all as far as I'm concerned. A close, efficient, smooth shave. Anyway, I'm about to pass out, so I have rambled on enough. I've ran out of oxygen, I think, and I've got nothing else to say other than if you do have a beard and you like your beard oils, give it a go. It's cheap, it's not expensive compared to some of the artisan stuff out there. It smells great and it works great. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys when I can get a bit of a better breath and I'm feeling a bit better. Catch you guys next time. Cheers.